Good morning, children. Today, let us start a new lesson of 9th standard syllabus. So, in 9th standard, in mathematics, totally we have 15 lessons. In first part, we have 7 lessons. In second part, means part 2, we have 8 lessons. So, first, let us start with part 1. First lesson is number system, and it is very easy lesson. So today let us discuss only the introduction of number system. So I'm not going in detail. So just it is an introduction, and related to introduction I'll give some homework questions. So now let us start. So first observe number systems. As you all learnt about numbers, different kind of numbers, natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, so on. So all together we are considering it as a number system. So let us learn one by one. Observe the flow chart here. This is the flow chart how the number system are. So let us move from bottom. First is natural numbers. As you all know, natural numbers are the counting numbers. Let us discuss detail in further. So just recalling those part that you learnt in previous class. So natural numbers are the counting numbers. Here we'll consider 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on up to infinity. So all those numbers we are calling it as natural numbers. So along with natural numbers, if you consider the 0, so observe natural numbers means you will consider 1, 2, 3, so on. So along with that natural numbers, if we consider 0 also, so together we calling it as whole numbers. We are calling it as whole numbers, and natural number is represented by the letter n. Next, along with natural number, if we consider 0 also, together we are calling it as whole numbers. So whole number is W. We represent it by W. Observe again. So if we consider 1, 2, 3, so on, it is natural number. So for these natural number, if I add 0, then it become whole numbers. So for whole numbers, if we add negative numbers, for example, -1, -2, -3, so less than 0, if we consider negative terms, whole numbers along with negative numbers, we calling it as integers. Integers. So natural numbers 1, 2, 3, if 0 is added to those numbers, it becomes whole number and we represent by W. And for whole numbers, if we add negative numbers -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, then together we are calling it as integers, and integers are represented by Z. Clear? Next, along with these integers, if we consider the non-integer rational numbers today, so in this session or further, means from 9th standard, you are learning about rational numbers, how rational numbers are represented, or how it can be identified in the number line, or how to represent on number line, and so on. So here rational numbers, again, if along with integers, if we express in terms of fractions, you can remember fractions, as you all know, fractions 2 by 3 or 4 by 5, all these together we are calling it as fractions. But if we consider negative also, like -2 by 3, -4 by -2 by 3 is not a fraction. We are not always fractions are positive. If we consider the negative, so these becomes these type of numbers or expressing in the form of P by Q. Here P by Q are integers. P and Q are integers. So that these type of numbers we are calling it as rational numbers. Clear? Again, if it is not, it cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q. Like for example, √2, √3. Let us discuss further. But for example, √2, √3, it cannot be expressed in the form of P by Q. Those type of numbers we are calling it as irrational numbers. Rational and irrational together we are calling it as real numbers and representing it by R. And rational numbers are represented by Q. Integers are Z, whole numbers are W, natural numbers are N. Clear? So now let us move on to next. These are the basic. So natural numbers are counting numbers. We are calling it as counting numbers. So 1, 2, 3, so on, it is called natural numbers. Whole numbers, counting numbers and 0. So here counting numbers are till here. Along with that, if we consider 0, it become whole numbers. Integer, positive, negative natural numbers or 0 together. So these are positive, these are negative. Along with 0, we are considering as integers. So natural number, whole number, integers. So now let us know what are rational numbers. Rational numbers, the basic concept that start with in your class, it is natural numbers. So natural numbers can be defined as a number is called rational. If any number we are calling it as rational if it can be expressed in the form of P by Q, in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. This is the main condition you have to follow. That is, a number which can be expressed in the form of P by Q. So one is numerator, another one is denominator, P by Q. And here both P and Q are integers. Integers means you can take negative or you can take 0 or you can take positive numbers. So, and the main thing is his Q is not equal to 0. You can take P as 0. For example, you can take 0 by 1 or 0 by 2 like this. But you cannot take 1 by 0. This is not possible. So, this is the condition for rational numbers. So, rational numbers can be expressed in the form of P by Q, like fractions. And here P by Q are integers. But in fractions, we can't take negative. But rational, we can take negative. This is the difference between fraction and rational. Understood? In fractions, only positive numbers we are taking, only positive numbers. But in rational, we are taking the integers all along with 0 also. Clear? So, observe difference 1 by 2, minus 2 by 3, etc. These are the example for rational numbers. Again, I am repeating, rational numbers are the numbers which can be expressed in the form P by Q. P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. Here denominator should not be 0 because 1 by 0 is not defined here. We don't have value of 1 by 0. 0 by 1 is 0. If we consider 0 by 1, the value is 0. But 1 by 0 we don't have. In further classes you will learn what is the value of 1 by 0. But now it is not defined. So they are saying that Q should not be 0. And these rational numbers can also expressed in decimals also. These rational numbers can be expressed in decimals also. Observe 0.37. This is in decimal form. How we will write in rational form? 37 by 100. Correct. 37 by 100 is nothing but 0. So 37 by 100 is rational number which is expressed in the form of P by Q. Again 0.66. So 66 by 100 we can represent in term 66 by 100. So it becomes 0.66. Clear? So this is how to express the rational numbers in decimals also. So understood the rational numbers? If it can be expressed in the form of P by Q where P and Q are integers, Q is not equal to 0. Example 1 by 2, minus 2 by 3, etc. It can be expressed in decimals also. So 0.37, 0.66, etc. So observe, here we have some statements. So I think till now we understood what are natural numbers, what are integers, what are whole numbers, like that. So here we have some statements. Just we have to say whether it is true or false. Observe, every whole number is a natural number. So let me check it. Every whole number is a natural number. Let me take here whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. We'll consider natural means 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. So what they're saying, every whole number is a natural number. Yes, if I consider 1, it is natural number. If it consider 2, it is a natural number. But if we consider 0, it is not a natural number. It is not present in a natural number. So this statement is wrong. So here we can't say every whole number is a natural number. But the reverse, it is true. Every natural number is a whole number. Yes, 1 is, it is present here, 2 present here, 3 is present here. So this statement is wrong. The statement is wrong. Because every whole number is a natural number. No, every whole number is not a natural number, because in whole number we have 0, but we won't consider 0 in natural number. Clear? So this statement is wrong, but it can be changed into every natural number is a whole number. So this can be changed. Every whole number is a natural number. Change it. Just you change it. Whole number in the place of natural number. Clear? So next statement, second statement, every integer is a rational number. Every integer is a rational number. Yes, it is true. Clear? So observe, integers means we'll take -1, -2, -3, 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. So rational numbers means we'll express 1 by 2, 2 by 4 like this, or -3 by 6 like this. So now if I consider -1, yes, we can take it in rational number, or -2 we can, because in rational number we said it can be expressed in the form of P by Q. Clear? So in P and Q are integers. We said P and Q are integers. So every integer is a rational number. Correct. It is a true. Second statement is true. Clear? So no need to change this. But first one you change it. Every natural number is a whole number. Next, let me go to the third statement. Every rational number is an integer. Every rational number is an integer. So here every rational number is an integer. We have to consider every rational number is an integer. But here, for example, if I consider 3 by 5, if I consider 3 by 5, it is not an integer. The numbers which are present in rational number is an integer. Here 3 individually, if we consider individually 3 and 5, 3 is integer, 5 is integer, but 3 by 5 is not an integer. Clear? So if we divide this 3 by 5, we'll get, how much we'll get? 5.06. So what is the value of this is 0.6. 0.6 is not an integer. Clear? So this statement is wrong. Third statement is wrong. So every integer is a rational number, but every rational number is not a integer. Clear? For this, just you observe this comparison. So natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whole number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside the whole number we will get natural number. Clear? Next integer, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So inside integer we'll get whole and natural. So every integer is a whole. Every whole is a natural, but every natural is not whole, or every whole is not integer. Clear? Observe the boundary between them. Next, rational number, -1.5, -1, 0.50. So this is rational. So every rational is integer. Every integer is not a rational. So clear? So next, real numbers, observe together, irrational, as I told you, -√2, √3, pi, √11, they are called irrational. Together, irrational and rational together, we are calling it as real numbers. Clear? So next, rational numbers on number line. Rational numbers on number line. So example, let me take 7 by 4. Let's draw. Here, as you all know, in number line we'll start from 0. If it is negative, we'll go left hand side. If it is positive, it will go on right hand side. So here 7 by 4 is positive. So let us move on to the right hand side. So as usually, we'll draw 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. So here, in rational number, first you have to observe the denominator. Denominator is compulsory. Here you have to observe the denominator. How is it is expressed? Denominator is expressed. So here in denominator we have 4. In denominator we have 4. Since 7 by 4, denominator is 4. So here in each and every part you have to divide into 4 parts. For example, if we consider this as a number line, so this is 0. So how many here denominator is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So take it as 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take it as 2. Again 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Like that. Means the number line is divided into 4 parts. After that, here we have to find the 7 by 4. 7 by 4. So at that time you have to count from 0. So here observe 1. We did 1 by 1 part, 2, 3, 4. We take it as 1. Next 1, 2, 3, 4. Again 2. Clear? So from here you have to count 1. Observe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the 7th place. Every time please by observing the denominator make the parts of number line. Then you count from starting till 7 because numerator is 7. So start from 7. So here this is a 7 by 4. So this is how you have to represent the rational number on the number line. So let me understand by taking another example. Here let us mark all these 2 by 6, 4 by 6, 8 by 6. As I told you, first take a number line. So 0. So how observe the denominator. His denominator is 6. So how many parts you have to do? 6 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 2. So this is how you have to divide the number line. Next, what is the first rational number you have to represent? 2. As I told you, start from the starting only. This is 1. This is 2. So this will be the 2 by 3. Observe here. Again, next 3. 4 by 6. Next 5. So 8 by 6. And this is not 6 by 6 is nothing but 1 here. So this is a main hint, simple hint is by looking at the denominator, just part the number line. If it is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be 1. Next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 like that. If they ask like 3 by 5, you have to start from first 1, 2, 3. The third part will be 3 by 5. Clear? So this is how you have to represent the number line.